Let us start chapter number 6, Physical and Chemical Changes. The objective of this chapter is to study the difference between a physical and a chemical change. Already we know about matter. So matter is everywhere. Matter we can define is anything that take up space or has the space and they occupy a mass or has a mass. So matter, how we can define? Matter is anything that can take up space and has mass. So these matter, everything around us is matter, and matter is constantly experiencing both chemical and physical changes. Now coming to physical change. Physical change, we define that any change or alteration in the form of a substance but do not change it into another substance is known as physical change. It can happen like it can change the shape or size of the object. By dissolving anything, we can have the physical change. By changing the phases, like making ice, freezing, boiling anything, or evaporation process or condensation process. For example, is making orange juice. So during physical changes, only matter changes its property, but do not change its chemical nature. So physical change includes its change in texture or shine, shape change, size change, color change, odor change, volume, mass, weight, and density change. So from this picture, you can see the physical changes example like boiling an egg, crushing an aspirin tablet, or painting on the wall. So another example is cutting a piece of paper or cutting a piece of cloth, melting of ice. Now, another thing is the chemical change. So how we can define chemical change? It is the change in the matter which undergoes and form new or different matter. Means chemically the nature will change. For example, burning of anything, temperatures changes during heating and cooling of the body, bubbles or making gases, changing the color, and precipitation of the substance. Precipitation means curdling of the substance. Now, during chemical change, change takes place and the new substance form is with the different properties from its reactant. So, to identify the chemical change, we can look for change in color, bubbling, fizzing sound, light production, smoke formation, and presence of heat. For example, baking a cake. So some of the signs of chemical change we can locate: change in the color. You can see precipitation or solidification of the solution is known as precipitation. Gas production, then change in the temperature. So we can locate the chemical change in the burning of the firecrackers. So fireworks are made of metals such as magnesium and copper. So when it change chemically, they light up the sky. Some more example you can see of chemical change are dissolving sugar in the tea, logs burning, or breaking water by separating it into hydrogen and oxygen. This can be done with the help of electrolysis or providing electricity. Now children, identify the change. Following are some examples. How you can give the answer: tearing of the paper. You might be thinking physical change. It is physical change. Mixing water and salt. It is also physical change. Burning of paper. It is chemical change. Evaporation of salty water. It is physical change. And mixing vinegar and baking soda. It is chemical change. Understood? So one activity is given. Write a paragraph showing the difference between chemical and physical change. Give example also. You can do it very easily. Now children, one special chemical change example is given in your textbook: rusting. Now rusting is when the iron is left in an open place for some time, it acquires a film of brownish substance. You might have seen. So this substance is called rust, and the process is known as rusting. So for rusting, the presence of oxygen and water is very essential. Now children, you can see the rust on the iron surface in this. So this brownish covering is known as rust. So rusting of iron can be represented by following chemical equation. Like how we have to write, when iron is left in presence of oxygen, oxygen source is from air. So when the iron get exposed to oxygen from air and in presence of water or moisture, like these are the rainy seasons, so water is available, so the iron get rusted, and the rust formula is Fe2O3. It is known as iron oxide, Fe2O3. This is the formula for the rust. Now rusting is faster if moisture in air is high. So during this rainy season, moisture, there is cloudy atmosphere and moisture is more in air. So this condition or weather is favorable for the rusting. So how we can prevent the rusting? So there are certain methods, like first is applying paint or grease on the metal surface. You might have seen your gate and all houses, rods, window pans, they are being painted time to time. Grease, the metal surface are done. Greasing of the machine oil is used in the vehicles and all to avoid the rusting, and covering the metal surface with the layer of zinc or chromium. This is also the preventive measures. So to prevent the iron from rusting, one method is known as galvanization. So galvanization is the process of depositing a layer of zinc on iron surface, and the process is known as galvanization. For example, ships, water pipelines are galvanized iron, and they are rust free, and they do not, due to presence of protective zinc covering, iron do not get rusted. One example of alloy is stainless steel. You might have seen the stainless steel utensils at your home. They never get rust, but they are made up of iron. So stainless steel, how it is made? It is made by mixing iron with carbon, chromium, nickel and manganese. So it becomes rust proof. Then the one more, now rusting is a chemical process. Another interesting example of physical process is crystallization. Like crystallization, you might have experienced, just boil the salt water, all the water get evaporated and the layer of crystals of salt is left. Likewise, sugar solution you can also do. Just dissolve sugar in water and put it on the pan on the gas stove, and evaporation of water takes place, and crystal of sugar or salt, whatever you have taken, you will left with. So this separation of the crystals from its solution by the evaporation or freezing is known as crystallization process, and it is an example of physical change.